Hey guys, Caesar Cubes here, and in this video we are gonna solve this cube, which is a 3x3x9 of the brand with Eden. And as I mentioned on the previous video, these kind of videos are not gonna be tutorials. I mean that I'm only gonna solve the cube during the video, say some algorithms, but this is not a tutorial. I guess that there are tutorials of this cube on the internet, on YouTube, and all that things. So let's start. Some algorithms that I'm gonna use on this cube are one that is from the 5x5 cube, which changes these edges. That is the next one. Why? Because this algorithm is useful when we use it on cubes as a 2x2x3 as this one, but in this one, and also for example in a 3x3, it's like a kind of T-perm. Let me explain you doing it. As you can see, it's very similar to a T-perm, and on this kind of cubes, and also in these ones, it works like this. So it helps us to change these two pieces and these two corners. So let's start with this cube. The first step is to make the yellow and the white faces on the opposite faces, obviously. And well, for doing this you don't need anything else. It's only like solving a 3x3. The order doesn't import, I mean the position of the pieces. You only have to complete the white and the yellow faces, and the order doesn't matter at this point, at least. And something I forgot to say is that doesn't matter. Well, as you may know, these pieces doesn't change its position because they are the centers of all the faces. So this says that this is the yellow face and this is the white face. So we can do this algorithm for changing the centers, and now we have here the yellow center and the white center. The next step would be to orient these centers. That is pretty easy. Here we have another one, and as you can see, of the middle layers is the only one that is not oriented correctly, but this is easy because we can use this one as this, and now we can make turns as a 2x2, as a 3x3 by n, as this one. As you may know, these kind of cubes, well, of all the sizes, are solved the same way. So if we first gotta start with the middle layer, that is this one. Here I can notice that this, well, we can only have this edge and this edge are the other way around, turned 180 degrees wrong. So what we do when we have this case that this edge and this edge are the other way around, it's only solving it like if we had in a 3x3 the next situation. It's like having this on the 3x3, normal 3x3. So we are going to do pretty much the same. And now we have completed the middle layer. Now we have to do the next two layers, one up and one down. I mean this one and this one. So that's the next stage. Also, well, I forgot to mention that this is not the normal 3x3x9. As you can notice, it has centers with this kind of pieces also in the top layers. And well, a first step would be to solve these pieces, the white ones and the yellow ones, and this is kind of easy. And we can do something like this. Well, you can create your own algorithms for solving this, but it's pretty easy to know how to do it. For example, here I'm gonna do this and return. Here I completed the white face, and now we're gonna do something similar here. Well, we have completed these two faces, so let's continue with the layers that I told you that were the next ones on the solving method. You are gonna watch it on the double of speed on the camera. For the next steps, well, I would prefer to scramble the white and the yellow faces because building these layers is gonna be more comfortable. So I'm not gonna scramble all, only the white and the yellow faces are gonna be scrambled between those colors. As you notice, I scrambled a bit the white and the yellow faces, but we're gonna solve them at the end. So as you can notice, I have here this same case, and we are gonna do the algorithm that I showed you at the beginning. That is the next one. And we have completed the first three layers, so we have to do the same process with the other faces. So let's continue. We finish the next two layers, and we're gonna do the last ones without having these pieces. I mean this layer, but it's the same process. Now for the final layers, it's very similar But we have to take care because now we have the white and the yellow colors, but it's pretty much the same. These kind of cubes are very easy. Unfortunately, I got a special situation like a parity, and as you can notice, I have these two edges the other way around. The other ones are in their place, but this is not a real actual parity because as you can see, it looks like these ones are the other ones that are wrong, but I'm gonna take one of these ones as if it were in its correct place. For example, let's take the blue one, okay? So now I'm gonna do like a kind of U-perm. I mean that we're gonna change these pieces, but making an intuitive algorithm. We're gonna do this, and as you can see, this makes a perm of these three edges, but it destroys the other corners. But that's the easiest way to solve this, and as you can notice, I left the corners to the end, so we only have to do this and this and this, and now only we're gonna solve the corners. And we are on the final step. And as you can see, there it is. This is a very easy cube. It looks kinda hard because it has a lot of pieces, but it's pretty easy. And this is all for this video. The next video would be in English too. It's gonna be about a very hard cube, but an algorithm that I showed you on the previous video on the edge turning octahedron solving video. But that's all for this video, and I'll see you the next time you got a parity. Goodbye.